So next, y is a function of n independent variables x. So all are independent. So far we have not talked about dependency. What is independent? So one variable is not affected by any other variable. So the measure on y is determined from n other quantities through a functional relationship y equal to f of x1, x2, etc., xn. So there are n input quantities. So capital X is the variable and its estimate is denoted by small x. So this is the notation as given in GUM, Guide to Expression of Uncertainty Measurement. So I hope you have downloaded that from the BIPM website, or many websites it is there now. It is free. So all input quantities are independent. So that is the assumption we are making. Then combined standard uncertainty of y is given by, so previously it was root sum of squares of two quantities. Now it will be sigma of I equal to 1 to n Ci into standard uncertainty of xi whole square whole raised to half. So Ci into standard uncertainty of xi we can denote by another notation, uncertainty of y due to the ith input quantity whole square. So sigma I equal to 1 to n of uncertainty of y due to the ith input quantity squared whole raised to half is the combined standard uncertainty in y. So just a simple extension, we are just adding as many terms as there are variables. So each term, the uncertainty due to each input variable has to be found out. Sensitivities have to be found out if you are using calculus approach. Directly you get these uncertainties if you are using the numerical approach, and then combine it using the root sum of squares principle. Why root sum of squares? Okay, so that I think you have learned in statistics. Variance of x plus y is variance of x plus variance of y, and variance of x minus y is also variance of x minus is variance of x plus variance of y. The variances always get added. Okay, so that is why this is root of sum of squares of the individual contributions. Okay, so standard deviations will not get added, but square and add, that will give the resultant variance, and then take square root, you get back the standard uncertainty. So uncertainty y due to the ith input quantity is same as Ci into standard uncertainty xi. So this is the, each term is the contribution. So we call this uncertainty y due to the contribution to the uncertainty by the input, ith input variable. So Ci is partial derivative of f with respect to xi. So that is the sensitivity coefficient. So this actually, this absolute sign is not required. Anyway, just to giving a warning, since it is given in the GUM. So for trying to follow the GUM, but unfortunately, actually absolute sign is not required. So in this case, it doesn't matter, because when you are taking square, it will go off. But in the next situation, that is when they are independent, the sign is important. So it is better to leave the sign here. So because anyway, when you take square and add, it will get removed here. So in this case also, it is better to keep the sign. Okay. So leave the sign as it is. So now let us try a problem. A potential difference of 6 volts is applied to the terminals of a resistor that has a resistance of 2 ohms at the defined temperature 20 degrees Celsius and the linear temperature coefficient of resistance 0.004 degrees Celsius per degree Celsius. So the standard uncertainties, so we are interested in the resistance of a resistor. So you apply a voltage to this resistance at a particular temperature. What will be the uncertainty in the power dissipated by the resistance at a temperature of 30 degrees Celsius? So the resistance gets heated up, it becomes, temperature goes up to 30 degrees. What will be the power absorbed by the resistance? So what is the first step? So first step, of course, is identify the sources of uncertainty. So What is the measurement result we are interested in? We are interested in the power. We have to determine the uncertainty in power. So each variable, what are the input variables? Voltage, resistance, temperature, linear coefficient of resistance. Linear temperature coefficient of resistance. So 4 input variables are there. Their standard uncertainties are given 0.2 volt, 0.1 ohm, 0.8 degrees and 0.8 degrees Celsius and 0.001 per degree Celsius respectively. So you have 4 variables, 4 standard uncertainties. What is the uncertainty in power? The first step is to identify what are the input variables. So there are 4 input variables. Next we have to determine the mathematical model. What is the model? Power equal to V square by R naught into 1 plus alpha into T minus T naught. So P equal to V equal to 6, R naught equal to 2, alpha equal to 0.004, T equal to 30. We want to determine the power at 30. T naught is 20. So is the temperature at which R naught is defined. So if R naught, if the resistance at T naught is something, the temperature resistance at temperature T will be given by R naught into 1 plus alpha into T minus T naught. So this is the resistance at temperature T, and then P power is V square by R. Okay. So this is again an example given in the GUM. So you can see the GUM itself. So first calculate the power, then taking differentials. Okay, this you can directly determine, otherwise you can take differentials. Ln P equal to 2 ln V minus ln R naught minus ln into 1 plus alpha into T minus T naught. dP by P is 2 dV by B minus dR naught by R naught plus d of 1 plus alpha into T minus T naught by 1 plus alpha into T minus D naught. So we can determine each term, assuming each. So when you take partial derivatives, so all the other variables will become 0. dV will become 0, etc. dP by dV, etc. we can determine. So sensitivity of volume will be partial derivative of dP by dV, keeping other dVs are constant. So dP by dV. So these terms dr naught, d and the d of this will be 0. So dP by dV will be 2P by V. So determine dP 2P by V. So that is sensitivity of power to voltage. So uncertainty in power due to the input quantity voltage is CV into standard uncertainty of voltage. So that is given. Variables are not listed. Okay. Then sensitivity R naught will be similarly minus P by R naught. So standard uncertainty of power due to R naught is sensitivity of R naught into standard uncertainty of R naught is minus 0.86538 watt. Then next variable is T is minus P of alpha into 1 plus alpha T minus T naught. So substitute the values, determine coefficient of sensitivity. Standard uncertainty of power due to temperature is Ct into standard uncertainty of temperature. Okay, the substitution is not shown here. Okay, that is a problem with EduServer. So you can't see the steps. So if your final answer is correct, you'll get full mark, otherwise you'll get 0. So please be careful. So it is all or nothing. So I am conducting examinations completely in EduServer. So you have to practice, and of course calculation mistakes should not be there because you are using computer, or you have to learn Excel, or you have to use your calculator. So data entry mistakes and all should be avoided by using your computer. I hope all have access to laptops and all. So those who don't have access to laptop, please, I don't know whether Alumni Association is also providing laptops. I hope you will be getting as pre-finally as you may be getting shortly. So sensitivity to alpha is minus p into t minus t naught. So this is the last term. This one plus alpha into t minus t naught. So substitute power, temperature 30, reference temperature T naught 20. So this is the sensitivity. Then standard uncertainty of alpha. Standard uncertainty in power due to alpha is standard uncertainty alpha into sensitivity to alpha multiplied by standard uncertainty of alpha. So that is 0.16642 watt. So now you have got all the uncertainty to each source. So we apply root sum of squares of all the uncertainties to get the combined standard uncertainty. 1.4528 watt.